Today, let's do a deep dive into some of the most desirable watches out there. The ones that make people stop and stare, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Let's start with a classic, the Rolex Daytona. I mean, this watch it's practically synonymous with like speed and adrenaline.
Oh, yeah. You think Daytona, you think racing. It's iconic. Plus, they're incredibly well made. That tachymeter bezel isn't just for looks. It's a tool designed for measuring speed.
I feel like every time I see a Daytona, I think of Paul Newman.
Oh, for sure. He was rarely seen without his... It's like part of his legend now.
But the Daytona's appeal, it goes way beyond just celebrity association. It's that aura of achievement, you know?
It's a watch that says, I value precision, like in the same way a race car driver does.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit, let's talk Audemars Piguet. Specifically, the Royal Oak. Now, this is a watch that just screams bold design.
Right. That octagonal bezel, it's so recognizable, and those exposed screws, it broke all the rules when it first came out.
Yeah, like back in the 70s, luxury watches were all about being slim and elegant, and then boom, the Royal Oak arrives, all sporty and angular.
Total game changer. It was a statement piece from day one.
And you know what's amazing? It's still just as relevant today. It's like it became a classic by being so different.
Exactly. It proves that sometimes taking risks pays off.
Now, speaking of enduring appeal, we've got to talk Patek Philippe. In particular, the Nautilus. I always think owning a Patek, it's not just luxury. It's like you're joining a very exclusive club.
Totally. Patek Philippe, it's a dynasty in the watch world, over 180 years of history and craftsmanship. And the Nautilus, it embodies that perfectly.
It's got that signature porthole-shaped case, right?
Yep, super distinctive, and the movements inside, they're just works of art.
It's a watch you pass down through generations. It's an heirloom.
It's more than a watch. It's like a piece of history on your wrist.
All right, so let's jump to something a bit more modern. The Richard Mille RM 1103. This watch, it's almost like it's from the future.
A Richard Mille. They're not afraid to push the boundaries, like,
Oh.
at all. The RM 1103 with its tonneau shape and those crazy materials they use.
Carbon fiber, titanium.
Yeah, they're constantly innovating.
And it shows that skeletonized dial. I mean, you can see the watch's heart beating, basically.
It's a watch for people who want the absolute best in engineering and performance.
It's definitely a statement piece. It says, I appreciate things that are ahead of their time.
Exactly. It's for the risk takers, the ones who aren't afraid to stand out.
And last but not least, we can't forget the Omega Speedmaster. I mean, this is the watch that went to the moon.
Right. What's cooler than that?
Seriously, it's like a symbol of human achievement.
NASA put it through like rigorous testing before they sent it up there. It had to be tough, accurate, reliable.
It's a watch that tells a story, you know.
Absolutely. It's a watch that represents adventure, exploration, pushing the limits of what's possible.
So I guess what we're saying is these watches, they're more than just timepieces, right?
Way more. They're about style, they're about craftsmanship, they're about aspiration.
They're about what we value, what we dream of.
It makes you think, what would your dream watch say about you?
Ooh, good question. We'd love to hear it. Share your dream watch with us in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more deep dives into the world of, well, everything awesome and luxurious.
See you next time.